tired of having to carry all the weight for this. So I asked these two slack magnets, somebody come up with a music list for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it, Bill?
I did it.
Oh, good boy.
Yes. An excellent list.
Well, that's yet to be fucking determined.
It is. You'll love it.
Okay, well, what's the list?
Well, I went off of what Jim did last week.
And copy-pasted.
And also the movie. This comes from AmericanSongwriter.com.
Okay.
And this is controversial rock songs.
Oh, my.
Oh, me, oh, my.
And the good thing, now, yeah, the best thing is, though, I believe we know all 10 of these songs.
Whoa.
So, yeah, so it's not like we're going to be sitting here like, I don't know why. And also, there's a little blurb about why it was controversial. But if we know anything about music history, we'll know why already.
Gotcha.
Number 10,
Okay.
AC/DC's Night Prowler.
Okay.
Yes.
See, that's kind of a weird situation because the song really wasn't controversial when it was released.
Yep.
It became controversial later on.
Right. Some of these are like that.
Yeah. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, he was a serial killer in Los Angeles in the 80s. Night Prowler was essentially his theme song.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he showed up, I believe, in an AC/DC shirt or hat.
He had an AC/DC hat on.
Yeah.
During his trial, he would draw pentagrams on his hand.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He gave a bad name to Satanists everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 9, Nirvana with Polly.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the themes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, it is an uncomfortable listen. It
Well,
is.
it's Nirvana, so of course it's an uncomfortable
Oh,
listen.
quit it.
Even if you're a Nirvana fan. So
Well, I'm not, so there's that.
It's creepy.
this one was more controversial, I think, for the video than it was for the song itself, and that's Nine Inch Nails with Closer.
Oh,
Closer.
Closer. I think
Closer.
It's closer.
It's closer. As a matter of fact, Rob was off. A couple. He took like a long weekend. He was off on.
Oh,
Friday.
I thought he meant he was like.
No. At work. Okay. So I was covering for him, and Brian has. I forget what freaking album he plays on, or playlist he plays on is freaking Sirius. It might have been Lithium or it might have been something else. But behind me is the Bluetooth speaker.
Uh-huh.
And Closer is playing.
Okay.
And a customer comes walking in. And I don't know how to turn down the volume on the fucking Bluetooth speaker. I made it louder. I had to quick go over to his computer and manually do it on his computer.
And with that, you said,
Oh, boy.
oh, God. I mean, Closer is one of the few Nine Inch Nails songs I really enjoy.
That is a really good song.
Yeah, I like most of more of the stuff off the Broken
Yeah.
EP, but
Yeah.
I like the song.
That's not it's one of my favorite Nine Inch Nails songs.
7, God Save the Queen by the Sex
Oh,
Pistols.
boy.
Well, I mean, when Nevermind the Bullocks came out, we were deep in the middle of Thatcher's Britain, and very conservative, and punk rock, especially bands like the Sex Pistols, were an absolute slap in the face.
Yep.
And I would say that would be more controversial over there than it would be over here.
Oh, obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, but again, these are all songs that we also know.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the Ramones kind of did a similar thing with Bonzo Goes to Bitburg.
Again, I never. Yeah, I mean, I don't see who that's anybody that
Well,
listens.
I
I know who it's about and what it's about,
Right.
but it's like anybody that listens to the Ramones, I doubt is like voting for Reagan.
except for the fucking lead guitar player.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny was a staunch Republican, and that was a lot of the
Yeah,
consternation
that was the
between
riff.
him and Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if we were going to be offended by that, Christ, most of Megadeth's albums would.
Oh dear
Oh,
God.
Lord.
He swings every which way the pendulum is anti.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a contrarian. Mustaine's a contrarian.
Yep. I mean, it's hard to peg. No matter who the president is, he likes the opposite.
Yeah, he's a contrarian, but whatever, it works for him.
Right. After that is number 6, the Rolling Stones, "Sympathy for the Devil."
That
Yep.
I can see why it was controversial because it's the 60s and it's got the word devil in it.
Yeah.
And not only that, it talks about
It's a
like
history
stuff
lesson.
Yes.
about like the devil, because and they talked about Christ.
Yeah. Brian says you should have just let it play.
No. No.
Yes, because you need some little old lady coming in to get her fucking 2001
Oh, God.
her 2001 Focus fixed, and she needs to hear "I'm gonna fuck you like an animal."
I
Again,
just can't believe I made it louder.
but
at that
again,
point.
it's a
Like,
garage though. I mean, what does she think she's gonna hear? Polka music?
It's not a garage; it's a dealership.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is. It is.
No, there are reputable garages. There's no reputable dealership.
Liar.
Name one.
Where I work, I take care of my people.
Yeah, fuck Gilboy.
Go look at Paul.
And this episode is
And that's
sponsored by.
the only reason I say that is I don't drive a Ford, and Miller works there.
If you did, I'd help you out.
I know.
Like my good friend here. I can even help you out with what you have. All makes and models.
Yeah.
If you ever need tires, tell
You know what? I got to talk to you about that
Price me.
when we get off air. Anyway,
Okay.
moving on.
Number 5, a band that Eric, one of his favorite bands, and
I can smell the sarcasm coming.
Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
It's not controversial. It's just shit.
It came out right after the Rodney King
Yeah. The
assault.
riots, the LA riots.
So I mean,
The only problem is they beat up Rodney King and not fucking Zach De La Rocha. Move on.
Okay, moving on. Number 4, The Doors with The End.
The killer walks down. That's the weird.
Well, no, this is the lyrics. Father, yes, son.
Yes.
I want to kill you,
Yes.
mother. I want
And-
to.
They got kicked out of the Whiskey A Go Go for playing this song.
Well, it was the '60s.
They had a residency and they got fired from there.
Well, I mean,
really?
yeah. The LAPD was really anti-rock and roll at the
Well,
time.
and everybody was anti Morrison at the time too. For Christ's sake.
Nah, just cops.
3, this one goes right along with like the Night Prowler one. It's Disaster Piece by Slipknot.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Mainly because a couple use it as an anthem to kill somebody. Mm-hmm. Because the song speaks about a bully going after his.
Yeah, it's a bully getting revenge.
Yeah. Yeah, and they use it as.
Yet there's a song out there from Slipknot where the opening line is, "I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound."
Oh.
Yes.
Now, 2, it's weird how this is controversial when you could say the whole. I mean, it's Marilyn Manson with Antichrist Superstar. Again, this was the one. The only reason it's controversial is because this is the song that pushed him in the mainstream, and people started hearing him. I think most of this stuff, he just was a controversy machine.
No, he wasn't. It was manufactured fucking
That's
outrage.
machine. That's a machine.
No, everything that you've mentioned so far was actually, there was honest outrage toward it, and it was, people being an honest provocateur, not just a fucking. Let's see what I can do to create controversy. Fuck, man.
I didn't make the list.
Well,
I did
you
say we would know every song on it, though. And obviously, number 1, the Beatles, Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, once
and-
again.
and everybody, I mean, you don't need to be a Beatles fan to know why. I mean, the book was titled Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, and it's funny, I did not know this. A Helter Skelter is a slide.
Yeah. When I get to the bottom, I go back
Yeah.
to the top of the slide. I
Yeah.
get to the top, turn, and go for a ride. I'll get to the bottom, and I'll do it again.
Yeah.
It says it right in the opening of the song.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know that it meant, I mean, it could have been just a steep hill. I don't read into songs, man. And this is one that Aerosmith did a great version of.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they don't.
No, they didn't.
Much better than the original.
Wow.
And
Yeah. See.
okay.
And what?
Well, okay. Now, if I'm gonna get hit, I'm gonna go out with a bang. All right. So Aerosmith did the number 1 version of Helter Skelter. The Beatles did number 3, and number 2 was Motley Crue.
Wow.
Oh, you're lucky there was a lid on that.
Listen, Mush. Aerosmith is number 7.
Huh.
Motley Crue is number 5. The Beatles are number 1. Nobody else even comes close.
You got Ice-T on my other list, man.
I don't care.
That's the important one, though, man. Why would you do that?
Why would you say something so stupid when you know I'm in a shit mood?
First off, it's not stupid. It's my opinion. Secondly, I'm not going to stop saying what I say because your mood is a little bit on the sour side.
A little bit. A little bit.
And it's not like you would have been able to read it anyway. Maybe he made it more legible for you.
Yeah, I could have.